DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today, we want to talk on the subject of giving yourself chances to win. And I want to relate this specifically to your marketing efforts. And this is a good example would be right here on YouTube or wherever you're watching this video. This video might end up anywhere. So whether it's YouTube, whether it's posting on Facebook, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, the podcasting app, if you got a podcast, email, Substack, and every other platform that might come out whenever you see this video, whatever platforms are out right now. The whole thing is you understand that there are millions of people creating content these days. Everybody's a content creator on some level these days. Everybody's putting stuff out. At the same time, everybody's a content consumer. Everybody consumes content on some level. So it may be very challenging for you, especially when you're first starting out, to get traction, meaning getting yourself seen and building up an audience and getting a whole bunch of whatever vanity metrics you're aiming for. But keeping in mind what I talked about in a previous video where I was talking about your ideal clients, your ideal leads, understand that not everybody who could possibly consume your content is one of your ideal leads anyway. You don't need everybody in the world to see your content, even though it feels great when everybody sees your content. If you have something go viral, you're getting a million hits, whatever the vanity metric is on everything that you put out. That's fine, but what's your aim? This is the question that, and you have to think about this. I can't tell you what your aim is supposed to be. You got to decide what your aim is. Is your aim you want to get a whole bunch of vanity stats on social media? Is your aim you want to make sure your message is going to the ideal people on social media? Is your aim you want to make ad revenue off of it? Maybe you want to do a combination of all of the above. But the whole point is, if you want anything to happen via using social media or any media platform, it doesn't have to be social media, it can be any media. So email is media, magazines are media. If you have a newsletter, that's media. If you have a podcast, if you can call it, I don't really call podcasting social media, but if you want to call that social media, let's just say media, period. If you're going to be on media, you want to give yourself as many chances to win as possible. That simply means putting your messages out, your message or your messages out there as often as possible so that you can be seen. In other words, you want to be what we call findable and discoverable. That means not only sending your message out to people who already know that you exist. Those are your fans, your subscribers, your followers and things like that. They already know about you. But also, and then you want them to know about, you want them to see what you put out as well. But also, you want to keep giving yourself swings at the bat. Like you want to give yourself at bats, like they say in baseball. Give yourself as many at bats as possible. Every time you put out a piece of content on media, you're giving yourself an at bat, which means you have an opportunity to hit the ball and maybe score some runs or put some points on the board. And that means putting more media out. The more media you put out, the more chances you give yourself to possibly be found or discovered by somebody who might need exactly what you're offering. But if you don't put anything out, then they can't find you. Guaranteed they can't find you if you don't put something out. If you put something out, you give yourself a chance to get found. Putting something out does not guarantee you're going to get found. It doesn't guarantee the whole world is going to come running to knock down your door and buy everything that you're selling. But you give yourself the opportunity to do so. So one of the things that I see with entrepreneurs who are out there is that they're simply not active enough. You're not putting out enough material. But even if you don't have a big audience, even if you have no audience, even if your last X number of pieces of content didn't really get seen like that, or didn't get heard, or didn't get the kind of engagement that you think it should be getting, and where you get this should stuff from, I don't know. A lot of you are comparing yourself to ghosts. Like, well, my thing didn't get that much views or likes. Well, what are you comparing it to? Compared to what? Whose benchmarks are you trying to hit? The whole point is you got to be out there and findable for anything to possibly happen. If you're not out there and findable, then nothing can happen. And this is the mindset that I want you all to have, especially those who are content creators, knowing the game that you're in. There's a lot of people out here. It's a crowded space. That's just what it is. It is a crowded space. There's a lot of people out there. It's hard to get traction. It's hard to make yourself stand out when everybody and their mom is creating content. You still want to stay in the game. Stay active in the game. Keep playing. Keep shooting shots at the basket. Eventually, hopefully, something goes in. Now, you can go get training and learn from other people, read some books, get some information on how you can better do your thing. But understand, you still need to be doing the thing. Even if you don't know what to do your thing. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, do your thing. Even if you think you're an idiot at what you do your thing. Keep putting yourself out there and give yourself chances to win. You don't give yourself chances to win. You don't shoot the ball, you can't score any points. So what's the saying? You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. All right, so when it comes to creating content and putting your message out, put it out there. And whatever happens, happens. If nobody heard it, so what? Take the same message, put it out again. In 6 months, when you get good and you're great at what you do, you can put the same message out again. Since nobody heard it the last time, you can put it out again and nobody's going to complain, hey, you said that before, because guess what? Nobody saw it the first time, right? All right, so find a way to get your message out no matter what, because that's the game that we're in. With all that said, text me and you can get my daily motivation text that I send out every day for free directly from my number. Here's the number to text, 305-384-6894. And every day when that daily motivation comes out, because you're a member of my text community, you'll be getting that message straight to your phone every day. And secondly, Work on Your Game University. That's where I do all my coaching. That's where all my trainings, all my courses and programs are at. Again, that's workonyourgameuniversity.com. That's that website. The link to get into my text community and to get into the university are both down below in the description to this video. Work on your game. Dre all